Team IBB. It's IBB Gary, and I'm here with our very special guest. We have the one and only Mike Bernot, and he is here with his hashtag IBB.2 Trilogy. If you are watching this episode, that means you haven't watched the first one, so I'm going to ask you to go back to the first episode and then watch this one. We have 3 total. That is a trilogy, so there's another one coming, and you'll see it first thing in the morning. So, Mike, if you have a couple of things that you might want to share with the Team IBB and the community out there, some updates with anything that's going on with Corks besides the tastings and the paint night. Do we have anything else that we want to talk about?
Well, we have the big time summer events coming up in the neighborhood. This year, Cleveland Scene Magazine has partnered with the Downtown Willoughby Bar and Restaurant Association. We're doing a Cinco de Mayo kind of extravaganza.
Very nice.
There's going to be some taco contests around the town, margarita contests around town. I am participating in the margarita contest at Corks Wine Bar. Come by, we're going to have something a little unique twist on that specific brand of drink.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah, we hope to see you on May 5th, and then the Willoughby Rib Burn-Off, May 20th and 21st. Always a huge weekend in town as well.
Perfect.
Stop in and see us. We're going to have a couple of local purveyors as special guests. Platform Brewery, M. Sellers from out in Geneva.
That's great.
And the winemaker from Muddy Paw brand, which is a local up-and-coming, it's going to become an urban winery, new to town. Not quite open yet, but I'm already carrying one of their wines, so stop in and try it.
Top secret information. Awesome.
Inside
information. Awesome. So this is the hashtag IBB Top 3. Mike, would you please take it away with your second key of success?
Sure. So in the first video that we had, I mentioned that point 1 would segue into point 2. Point 2 for me is to learn how to say no. This has been a huge uphill battle for me in my life. Some people have a people-pleasing personality. Mm-hmm. I have been pegged as one such type of person.
One as such, yes.
Yes. So, growing up, it's hard to say no. There's a lot of value in working hard, but if you overwork yourself, you're actually going to, burn the candles on both ends. There's nothing left of you, and you're not giving your best output for anybody.
Right.
In that case, so. Learning when and how to say no, I found is a very, very effective way to become more successful, to manage your time, to create personal and professional boundaries for yourself, so that way you're not burning yourself out with your job, you're not burning yourself out in your personal life, you're finding ways to make time for your own personal development and growth rather than working yourself to death and becoming a tragic figure of sorts.
Yeah, sure. No, and then your productivity levels are going to remain high, because you're giving yourself a break where you need it. Absolutely.
And that could go for everything from, delegating certain responsibilities to just, cutting the day off when it's time to cut the day off, because you can work. There's 24 hours in a day. You could work all 24 of them, but sleep's great too.
Yeah, it's pretty important. So they say,
having some fun. Seeing the people that you care about. Those are all important.
Those are very important.
Well-rounded life.
And I'm so glad you said that. Seeing the most important people to you, like family, your spouse. My spouse, my daughter. Very, very, very important. They're the driving force about why I work so incredibly hard. So what's the point of working so incredibly hard if I don't have the time to spend with them, right? Like, I will work incredibly hard for the time I allotted for working.
Right.
And I'm going to work insanely hard for that time. But when we're done, I'm going home and I'm going to hang out with my wife. I'm going to hang out with my daughter, and we're going to do a whole lot of nothing, but but we're going to be doing it together. And that's the most important part, because that's going to give me renewal to work just as hard the very next day and the day after that. So it's almost like a treat for me.
Well, yeah, you can work to live or you can live to work,
Right.
And I'd rather work to live because there's a lot of fun stuff I'm
There's so
hoping
many
to do
things.
one day. There's so many fun things.
Yeah.
Lots of activities.
Lots of lots of experiences out there to be had. So, do you have like a personal example? It doesn't have to be from Corks or anything, where you've had a difficult time saying no, but then you were able to find a way to do that.
I think it's always difficult to say no because you know, when I first took over the job, I will use like the personal example. When I first took over the job, I bent over backwards for, you know, delivery people, salespeople. You know, I live close to the bar. Just give me a call, give me a 15-minute notice, I'll meet you there. But then you find that people slowly take more and more advantage of that, and then your day begins earlier and earlier, and then
Yes.
you know, your 8-hour, 10-hour workday becomes a 12, 14-hour workday, and you know, the wife and the dog don't see it.
Yeah, right.
They're asleep by the time you get home, and you know, it's almost a wasted day in a personal level. Maybe not professionally. You probably accomplished a lot of stuff that day, but how much of that time was unnecessary for you to spend on yourself? Was it essential for you to accommodate those requests? I think is a good way to always frame the importance of a decision of when you're saying no. Is it essential for me to do this action? Will it help me complete the objective that I'm looking to achieve at that moment, you know? And I think that's always something to keep in mind when you're making those decisions.
That's perfect. James and I, we always talk about the CEO mindset, and that's basically saying, hey, I run my own Fortune 500 company, you know, Caladucan Enterprises, let's just call it that, whatever. So
Sounds great.
Yeah, doesn't it?
That sounds
If you put enterprise at the end of like anything, it sounds cool. So FYI.
Or worldwide.
Yes, the prestige worldwide, right? So I think it's important to know that like you have to have a CEO mindset when it comes to making any sort of decision anywhere down the line, because is it in line with my grand vision for what I want to accomplish, you know, today, this week, this month, this year, whatever. But when it comes time to make a decision, they get a lot easier because you know exactly if it falls in line with the vision, yes. And then if it doesn't, you got to follow Mike's part 2, key to success, and say no.
Just say no.
So, thank you so much, Mike. Stay tuned for the next one, Team IBB. So, until next time, stay burn proof.
Stay burn proof.